Welcome back to my channel, Health Tips 23, where health is the focus. Today I want to look at nutrition in pregnancy. It is important for a mother, a pregnant mother, to have proper nutrition because this helps her to alleviate some of the minor disorders in pregnancy, as well as it helps the growing baby in utero. It's important to note that the nutritional status of the baby in utero will determine the child's developmental milestone later on in life. We therefore look at some of the main food groups that you'd want to encourage the mother to have. And look at like carbohydrate, protein, fats, fats, vitamins, and minerals. There are some of the main food group that should be included in the daily diet. All right, protein. The sources of protein are like meat, fish, and cheese. Right. We have other sources. These are the main sources of protein that you would want to encourage the mother to have. There are other sources of protein like milk and cheese, peas, beans, and lentils and nuts. Those are other sources as well. And of course, we know that the protein is important to help in the growth of new tissues. We look at minerals and vitamins. And calcium is a very important mineral that the pregnant mother should include in the diet. Calcium, you get calcium from cheese, milk, and cheese. Yes. And egg. Milk, cheese, and egg you get calcium from. The importance of calcium in the life of the baby is that it helps them to have strong teeth and bones. Vitamins, no, iron is also another important one. And we get iron from like red meat, liver, dark green leafy vegetables, and red fruits. Alright, then of course we know the iron is important because, and why is it so important in the life of a pregnant mother is that if the woman starts up, it helps like post delivery, right? When that lady goes into labor, and if she starts to bleed and she doesn't have enough, if her hemoglobin level is not as good as it should, then of course when she start bleed for the smallest amount of blood that she bleed, she can go into postpartum hemorrhage. So you want to encourage her, have enough, that if you should go on that bed for delivery and lose reasonable amount of blood, then you would have enough left that you can survive until when whether if they're going to be given transfusion or iron tablets or whatever after that. So we encourage that. And it's also advisable for the mother because sometimes there's no guarantee that yes, this mother is going to eat the right way she's supposed to be eating to get the iron. I mean the source of iron that she's supposed to be eating to get the iron. So what we normally do is give iron supplements and advise him to take daily. All right. Vitamin C is also another important mineral, and vitamin C, it helps the mother to absorb the iron better. Sometimes the pregnant mother might be taking the iron tablets, and she will she will she still, the iron level might still be low, but what is how it is taken, that will help as well to ensure that yes, the body, it retains the iron. All right. That is why we normally encourage them, like, sources of vitamin C, like like you get it from fruits as well, and even lemon, lime juice, things like those. So sometimes we tell, even though you might not be able to afford the fruits that you want to supply the vitamin C, then of course lemonade or limeade, whatever, those can help. So when you take the iron, you just you use the juice to take the tablet. One thing is noted: when you're taking a iron tablet, avoid consuming milk at the same time, because the milk prevent the absorption of iron. So you avoid the milk at the same time. And so if you're going to take it, you give yourself like a break. Yes, milk is important, but then you're not going to take it with the iron. Another thing that disturb the absorption of iron is the if this is a mother who has heartburn and take like antacids and that, the antacid that will also prevent the iron from absorbing. So you have to know that you cannot take the iron, the antacid, while taking the iron. All right, carbohydrate is also another source of um is also another source of food group. Is also another member of the food group that we encourage them to take. And because the importance of carbohydrate is to provide energy, but mothers should be encouraged to prevent high sugar. So instead of it, that you choose the starches that are that absorb more slowly, and these are like from fruits. So for instance, your fruits, your apples, blueberries, strawberries, sweet potatoes, banana, things like those. Those you get the starch, the carbohydrate or the starch from. You also get carbohydrate from, and this is one that we can encourage your mother to avoid as much as possible. The other source of carbohydrate like candy, chocolate, ice cream, cookie, donuts, sodas. Some fruit juice have added sugar, so we try to avoid that as much as possible. For a mother who is a vegetarian mother, you encourage it's important that the midwife refer this lady to a dietitian who will help her in planning her diet, because being a vegetarian, you're going to eat the peas and beans and things like those. Those you will get the protein. Just an example, say protein, you will get it from it, but you won't get enough as you would have gotten from the meat and the fish and things like that. So with this, knowing that yes, it is important, we take the diet or the nutrition of the pregnant mothers, very important. So we want to refer this lady to a dietitian that will help her in planning the diet to ensure that yes, she's eating the way she's supposed to be eating. One most some of the food, it's important that if for instance, if you can grow some of these fruits locally or some of these foods to 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 eat during pregnancy, even out of pregnancy, even if you're not pregnant, it's important because guess what? Much of the food that we eat, they are processed. That we eat, they use the processing techniques, which and it destroys some of the essential elements or nutrients from their food. And some of them are treated with chemicals because the chemicals like coloring and flavoring and those things, those are added in order to preserve the shelf life of the food. So if you can produce your own as much as you can, then of course that would be a plus. Um, Again, the protein, like the protein with like the peas and beans and those things, the nuts and so on, those sources of protein also help in providing fiber, and this fiber helps the mother to to have a free bowel movement because one thing is common to the pregnant mother is constipation. They normally complain of constipation. So eating the fiber, it will help to prevent the constipation. All right. Yeah, so that's it in a nutshell. Until, please subscribe to my channel. Tell a friend to tell a friend. Until next time.